Going into the opening weekend of the playoffs, the Lakers vs Nuggets series was definitely the one I was most excited for. On one side, you got the defending champions, led by the best player in the world, and on the other side, you got LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, who should be motivated after getting swept by the Nuggets last year. But after seeing game one, I just don't think this is going to be a competitive series.
Same different day with these two teams. I mean, the Lakers had a good start. They hung around until the third quarter, and then Denver goes on a 13-0 run, and that's now 9 straight losses for the Lakers to the Nuggets.
Before we start talking about how the Lakers cannot beat the Nuggets, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any new videos. So I will say this is only game one, and this video has the potential to age very badly, and a lot of our videos have in the past, so we'll see what happens.
We're great at jinxing people.
Yeah, but going into the series, the Nuggets were obviously the favorites. Makes sense, they're the defending champions. They swept the Lakers last year in the conference finals, swept them in the regular season this year. They haven't beat them since December of 2022, and they also have the best player in the world, so they got a lot going for them.
For anyone who wants context, the last time the Nuggets lost a game to the Lakers, Russ was still on the Lakers. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, that feels so long ago. But there was a lot of optimistic Lakers fans. It's now an ongoing joke on this channel.
I was gonna say, when are there not optimistic Lakers fans?
That is a fair point, but I had this Uber driver in LA, and we were kind of like, chatting up, and he was mentioning like, oh, we got the Nuggets this year. Like, AD can handle Jokic. Sure, buddy.
Sure about that?
I don't know where he got that based off last year, but whatever. And there was also that one guy on Twitter who mentioned, like, everyone's forgetting the last time the Nuggets faced a fully healthy Lakers squad, and this happened. Referring to a series that happened 4 years ago.
I was gonna say, 4 years is an eternity in sports time. Also, were they not healthy last year?
Yeah, I don't really know what he said. I guess LeBron had that foot injury. Maybe he's referring to that.
That's just LeBron being old. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know he had the foot bothering him, but even the Lakers came out and said, like, yeah, it's not an injury. He's just old.
Yeah, and the other part that's so funny about that, one, they didn't have Aaron Gordon. Pretty key piece to their title team.
I would say so, yes.
And also, KCP was on the opposite team. He was on the Lakers for that series. Just not comparable whatsoever, but classic Lakers fan.
Also, they were playing in front of computer screens in Disney World.
And for some reason, there was like a lot more people that picked the Lakers than I expected. Shaq picked them. Could just be, played for the Lakers, homer for his team. He also picked the Magic to beat the Cavs, so maybe it was that. Skip Bayless also said the Lakers are going to win tomorrow night, and they're going to win the series in 6. Could just be Skip setting up LeBron to fail.
Well, Skip did pick the Lakers to win it all.
Great. What is he thinking?
Well, he's not thinking. Well, he is thinking, because he's like, when LeBron gets bounced in the first round, then I could be like, this was a great opportunity for him to get to the finals and win it all. I thought they could do it, and he loses in the first round. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing.
And at least me personally, I do think there was some reason to at least think the Lakers could make it competitive. Maybe if things go their way, they could win it, because going to the series, D'Lo was red hot. He was complete last year. He even got benched at one point. He was so bad. So D'Lo plays better if he plays kind of like that third star, then that's a huge X factor for the Lakers. And they also were super healthy this year. AD played the most games he's ever played. LeBron played the most games since 2018. Sure, Jared Vanderbilt's been out. Gabe Vincent dealt with injuries, but injuries were not an excuse this year. I don't care what Lakers fans says, like, oh, Jared Vanderbilt would have made the difference. You can't use injuries as an excuse for this.
You see, you mentioned all these things going for the Lakers, and I thought there was going to be virtually no difference in this series. I thought maybe they get one extra game, maybe one, but the Nuggets just have the Lakers number. They just always have.
Yeah, based off game one, that was a smart pick. And the last thing going into this series to kind of keep in mind was, remember AD at Media Day? He was like, oh, me and LeBron talked about all that talk the Nuggets were doing, and we're going to do it different this year. Whatever he said, like, the Lakers definitely had the motivation. They weren't going to get caught by this Nuggets team.
So now let's get into game one. Lakers, to their credit, start out this game great. LeBron had a great first quarter, 12 points in the first, 5 assists, hit both of his threes. Lakers had an 8-point lead, so I was thinking like, okay, if they keep this up, maybe they can steal a game on the road. A steal and a layup for LeBron midway through the second quarter, then got the Lakers lead up to 12. It's the exact start you want if you're a Lakers fan. But especially against the Lakers, the Denver Nuggets just have a knack for going on these crazy runs. Immediately going an 8-0 run thanks to threes from Michael Porter Jr. and Reggie Jackson. A fast break dunk from Aaron Gordon. Completely unacceptable if you're the Lakers. Yeah. Crowd's out of it. Nuggets maybe could start reeling. I mean, if you get that up to 15 or 20, now you're really cooking, and you immediately give up an 8-0 run.
The Nuggets extended that lead up to a 10-0 run before Anthony Davis finally answered with the dunk. And from there, the rest of the second quarter was basically back and forth, and LeBron did hit that three at the end of the half to give the Lakers some momentum, but still, the Nuggets had all the momentum. And we'll talk about another disaster stretch for the Lakers here soon, but to close out the half that way, that's where they lost the game.
I was gonna say, I know LeBron hit that deep three at the end of the half, and normally a shot like that is a huge momentum play going to the half. Like, oh damn, LeBron just hit this incredible shot. We got the lead going to the half. Didn't feel like that at all.
No, it didn't.
It felt like this was a huge missed opportunity for the Lakers.
Especially when LeBron gives you 19 in the first half, AD gives you 18, he plays 23 minutes, only going up 3 with all that happening is a big loss for them.
Now going on to the second half, it's back and forth for a while. The Nuggets take a little bit of a lead, but LeBron hits a layup against Jokic. That cuts the lead down to 1 with just under 5 minutes to go. And once again, it's a close game. Got a chance, maybe if you get a nice little 5-6 point lead going into the fourth here, you never know. Well, you give up a 13-0 run instead.
Yeah, you go scoreless for over 4 minutes. Like,
unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. And at this point, I was just getting deja vu. I'm like, this is exactly like last year. When the Lakers play the Nuggets, they can hang around and kind of stay even for, let's say, like 40 minutes of a given game.
And then they just run out of gas.
Yeah, there's just some stretches where I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's on the Lakers themselves or Darvin Ham just doesn't know what the he's doing, but they just give up these massive runs. You combine those 2 runs in the second and third quarter, that's a 23-point difference.
For what, like 6 minutes of game time?
Yeah, that's unexcusable. To give the Lakers a bit of credit, they did go on a run of their own. They went on a 7-0 run in the fourth to cut the lead down to 8, but they were never able to get closer to 6, and the Nuggets would finish them off 114-103. And overall, kind of what I've been getting at is this just felt exactly like last year. For some reason, the Los Angeles Lakers cannot beat the Denver Nuggets. Maybe they'll do it tonight and somehow prove us wrong, but at the time being, it literally feels impossible.
I mean, going into this series, the Lakers were basically leaning on, okay, we need D'Lo to step up and actually give us some points because LeBron and AD are going to play well. They played well tonight, and they're going to play well going forward. They needed D'Lo to step up and be that third star next to LeBron and AD. He was on fire going into this series, just had a solid game the other night in the play-in, and then he gives you 13 points on 20 shots, going 1-9 from 3. I mean, I've been to Denver quite a few times because I have family there. I mean, maybe it's that altitude that gets to him or something. Like, I don't know. To give KCP credit, he's a great defender, but for whatever reason, D'Lo sucks ass against Denver.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm sure Lakers fans are tearing him apart on Twitter and everywhere right now, but I don't know what it is. Like, D'Lo is a very inconsistent player overall, but for the most part, he's been really good as of recent. He's usually a guy who's a good shooter, but against the Nuggets, he cannot buy a bucket. He cannot hit a 3, and if this keeps up, it's going to be a sweep.
And it's like, how many games has he played against the Nuggets for the Lakers at this point? Like 8 or 9, whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
You can't have one good performance out of 9 games against this team.
Not so far. Now for the rest of the series moving forward, we got game 2 tonight. Did game 1 change your thoughts at all?
A little bit. I mean, I had the Lakers losing in 5, and now I think it's more likely than not that it's a sweep. I'm sorry, I don't see any way that the Lakers can beat the Nuggets. I know they got LeBron, I know they got AD, I know they're the Lakers, so they got the big names and people will believe in them. They're like the Dallas Cowboys, people just believe in them because of who they are. The Nuggets are the objectively better team. They just are, and they've had their number forever.
Yeah, going into this series, I thought there was like a small chance the Lakers could win the series. I thought they'd stay competitive. I said Denver in 6, but I kind of got to agree. Now it's feeling like it's either going to be a sweep, maybe Denver in 5. We'll see what LA can do back on their home court, or maybe game 2 tonight they pull something off. But it's just feeling like last year. For whatever reason, the Lakers cannot beat the Nuggets, and it doesn't feel like that's going to change anytime soon. So what do you guys think? What is your prediction after game 1 of this series? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving a like. And hey, while you're here, check out some of our other content as well. And don't forget to subscribe to Synthetic Sports.